Welcome to our YouTube channel, Goal 1 Joyful Life. This is part 2 of our first day in Yellowstone. We see elk, bears, the Roosevelt Arch, and Mammoth Hot Springs. In this video, we journey through Hayden Valley, we see the petrified tree, we drive through the park headquarters area to Montana, we dine viewing the Roosevelt Arch, see the Mammoth Hot Springs before finishing our upper loop and camping at the Canyon Village campground. This is Hayden Valley. This is where we should be able to see lots of wildlife. I think there's a bison in the field out there. I was hoping to see more animals, but it is pretty quiet right now. Hayden Valley is known for bison, bears, wolves, and elk viewing. Another famous Yellowstone Valley is Lamar Valley, which we didn't get the chance to see on this trip. Behind these pine trees is Canyon Village, where we will camp tonight. This part of the park is full of beautiful views. Look, there's still snow in the mountains in June. Starting down the mountain. This area has a 6% downgrade, which is considered a moderate slope, not too steep for most drivers. Most Yellowstone roads have a 6% or less grade. The forests cover about 80% of Yellowstone. The most common tree is the lodgepole pine, which grows about 75 feet tall. This tree has thin bark, which makes it more likely to burn during a ground fire. Native Americans use this tree for the frames of their homes, like teepees and lodges. This tree is shade intolerant, and any branches in the shade will eventually fall off. Some of the pine cones on this type of tree will only open during a forest fire. The heat of the fire releases seeds from these cones to replant the forest. .7% grade. No guardrails. Eee. I don't like the part where there's no guardrails. Very pretty view. Scary. And then guardrail, and just back and forth, switch back, curves. Another bison. This rock formation reminds me of the cliffs at Giant's Causeway in Ireland. I believe this is Tower Ridge. This is the Calcite Springs hydrothermal area, which is closed to visitors, but it's beautiful from the overlook. There appeared to be a trail that leads down closer to the calcite springs, but we didn't hike it. This sign told us that the springs are hot enough to liquefy sulfur. Occasionally, the molten sulfur oozes to the surface where it flows like molasses. I'm not sure, but this wagon may be part of the Old West dinner cookouts that you can take. I bet these cookouts are fun. Alex loves horses, but we felt it might be too long for Alex to enjoy it. Alex doesn't like to sit long, although he does well in the car. We passed Roosevelt Lodge across the street. We saw several cars pull over along the side of the road, so Chip pulled over. There was a bear climbing down the hill and then walking alongside the road. It was so exciting.
Prairie dog running into bush.
This is the petrified tree area. We didn't have the energy to walk up the short hill to the petrified tree, plus we wanted to keep moving to get to our campsite before 7. The sign said that the tree is indistinguishable from present-day redwoods in California. Long ago, volcanoes erupted and buried the trees before they could rot. Abundant silica in the volcanic flow created forests of stone. Very interesting.
There he goes, there he goes, there he goes.
This is a map for the short boardwalk hike. It is called the Northern Range Self-Guided Trail. It is a 1.5 accessible loop with benches to rest. This area has a lower elevation than other places in Yellowstone at 5,200 to 7,000 feet. Precipitation is less than 15 inches. There is less snow here in the winter, which makes grazing easier for animals. Along the trail, there was a book of area flowers. We were very excited to see these elk. In the summer, it is estimated that Yellowstone has between 10,000 to 20,000 elk, but in the winter, only about 4,000. In the winter, they migrate to areas with more food and less snow. Many elk winter along the park's northern boundary, close to where we are in this video. Their predators are wolves, cougars, bears, and humans. On the way to the Roosevelt Arch, we are passing the park headquarter area. The Yellowstone National Park Post Office. This is Montana, up near the northern part of the park. We're going to the Roosevelt Arch, and then we're going to turn around and go to Mammoth Hot Springs. Going down another curvy road. In the distance is the town of Gardner, Montana, which was founded in 1880, and it's the closest town to Yellowstone. It's only a few minutes from Mammoth Hot Springs. What animal was that? We are driving through the Roosevelt Arch. This town has hotels and restaurants. We decided to park and get something to eat. Look, an elk right next to the sports field, and the kids are not impressed. It probably happens every day. I'm starting to get tired. We found a picnic table near the arch and ate takeout pizza, which was very good. Back through the arch to Yellowstone's Mammoth Hot Springs. Parking was pretty full at the hot springs, but we found an accessible spot. You can see the hot springs on the right. There are some sections of wheelchair accessible boardwalk. Here we are on the lower level boardwalk. We said no to walking up all those stairs. We were just going to take the loop driving trail near the upper area. The Upper Terrace Drive is a 1-mile loop. There is plenty to see without getting out of your car.
geysers on the way north. Called Clearwater Springs.
Alex likes to keep moving, so we take photos of the signs and read them later. This sign explains that there are microscopic organisms that live on the hydrogen sulfide gas that helps to convert it to sulfuric acid. The acid then breaks down the volcanic rock, turning it to clay.
On our way to Canyon Millers camping.
This map shows today's journey. Day 1, Yellowstone, parts 1 and 2. Although most restrooms in Yellowstone were accessible, we found that not all campground restrooms were accessible. We were unable to reserve the accessible campsite because Yellowstone is so popular, so our site was not near an accessible bathroom. You may want to check this before your trip. So excited that you joined us for day 1. Please subscribe so you'll be notified when we post new videos. Please join us for day 2 Yellowstone, where we will explore the lower loop and see many, many beautiful areas of the park. I can't wait to show you.